I had on the phone line with me this morning Mr. Guy Côté, and he's going to be talking a little bit about some tourism training that's going to take place during this month on the Lower North Shore. Good morning, Mr. Côté.
Good morning, Monica.
How are you this morning?
Fine. But just after computer problems, everything's fine now.
Glad that's straightened out. Just to start off, maybe you could give us a little background information on yourself first.
Well, I was born on the coast. My mother's from Tételabelais and Willette. She's Nadeau, and I went many times down the coast, especially when I was a kid. And I know I'm living usually in Havre-Saint-Pierre, but I'm working about patrimony, about heritage, since maybe looking about many facts about history of the coast since over 30 years now. And I'm a writer sometimes I work on many books, and especially I do redactions and research for a French review magazine called La Revue d'Histoire de la Côte Nord, published in Sept-Îles and Bécomo many times. And in the summer, usually I'm working with tourist people, with visitors, but especially on Mangan Island and Anacostia Island sometimes too, and telling them about our heritage and about not only culturally and not only about historic heritage, but most also about nature heritage, natural heritage. Might be about seabirds or plants or rocks, but I had formations on Moncton University and Rimouski UQAR University in biology and history. And since that time, since 30 years, as I told you, I'm working in this way to protect or to transfer, to tell about our heritage on the coast.
Why did you decide to participate in the tourism training, and what will the tourism training consist of?
Well, in fact, it began by propositions I did to the Agence Cote in Rivière-Tonnerre with Alberte Marcoux. She know about my work, and she just asked me, well, we won't be interested to work with us, to work down the coast. I said, yes, maybe. And the way I did in the past such a project with the Mangan people around Havre-Saint-Pierre, where we have big boats and we have tour boats who come, international boats sometimes who came from many times, especially from States. I decided to propose to l'Agence Cote, and l'Agence Cote decided to ask to Commission Scolaire du Littoral in Emploi Québec if it was not possible to organize, to build such a course and such a training, the way to maybe transfer, the way to know more about our unique landscape or unique heritage historically or culturally, and that's the way how it began. And since last spring, I did research about that, and we built not a book, but a guide, then the people will be able to look on, and that's what I will show to the people, that I will tell to the people about the coast on this training on the next days on the coast. Well,
and who is this type of training for?
The fact is, then we feel then there's not such knowledge available in our school down the coast or anywhere else on the coast where we can get such a course to know more about our local history or to our geology or geography or just to know more about seabirds, except maybe in the summer sometimes, but not in school most of the times, but in summer maybe in some place or just on a talk with our seniors to tell about this and that, but so few things are on the books sometimes, so few things about our local history, facts are present on the books and we have to do research on many ways to discover that, but we did a reunion of all those facts, all this knowledge on a book, on such a book, then the people who will assist through this training will have to maybe more to discuss, to discover maybe sometimes about themselves. It's really a wide horizon. Then we want to propose to the people to look about themselves, about language, about kitchening, about many facts. Well, how they are special, or they are the coast. People of the coast live something different than the rest of the coast too. It's not the Mangan area. It's not upper North Shore. It's lower North Shore. And down the coast we have something unique, and that we feel then sometimes people people want to know which website to look on, which books to discover. Maybe it might be a romance. We're going to talk about literature. We're going to talk about many facts concerning the coast on this training. I think it's the beginning of something, but the people will be able to by themselves to know more, but to transfer or just to share with us too in the same course in this time. It's going to be for 2 days of 15 hours at most of talks together. I'm going to show to the people different facts, but we'll do discussions about this and that, about the coast, and I will talk to you about interpretations about that. What is interpretations of this heritage, and how to tell stories, how to share stories with the people sometimes. It might be, I think, some people who are now still or since long time working on this way of jobs as tourism jobs, but it might be, I think, interesting for everybody just to share and to discover or rediscover what they are and what there is on the coast. We're going to talk about not only about Harrington Harbor for sure, we're going to talk about many places, many histories, about Inuit people, French people, English people, and what it was in the past, what it is today, and well, I think it's going to be such conferences if you want to discover distinctions and unique world, and there is down the coast.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the audience about the training?
I think then we never had so much heard again about the coast, and the people who just arrive on the coast, those visitors, or our kids too want to know what is the coast. And I think for their roots, for their love of the coast, it might be just fun just to share together what is the coast, and that's what I propose to the people. I'm going to show some facts. We're going to have some precisions. The people at the end of the course of the training will be able to bring back with themselves a guide, and they will have put some notes maybe, but some things then they will be sure then geologically or just historically this and that are there, and if ever they want to know more, the websites and many things will be put on these papers available for themselves on their notes on this guide that we'll give to the people who will assist to the training. That's what I will tell to the people. I think people will just look about that as a refreshment, but not just refreshment, really a way to share together what is the coast, and a way to know more and to tell more and tell happily and with truth, with love to the visitors on the next years. And hopefully this training will come back many times in the next decade, and with a new versions and a new support from everybody down the coast on different villages from different organizations too.
Yes, one of the sayings a lot of us that are in the tourism industry use, that if we don't know where we come from, it's kind of hard to know where we're going.
Yes, perfectly all right. I think it's the truth and just the truth. Yeah, thank you, just to tell that. Yes, for sure. We always feel and we know, but I think there's so much again to discover, and that's why I'm going to try to share with the people with different stories, different facts than I know since I'm a kid, or than I know only since I did study in those matters and those horizons to discover what we are and why we love sometimes maybe the coast, or this freedom, as we know, and this way then to live on the coast.
Most definitely. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Côté, for doing the interview.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you, and hopefully to share with many people in Harrington on the next days, and Tête-à-la-Baleine, Batcher, and St. Augustine, Blanc-Sablon, La Romaine, and Kigaska. Well, for all the next weeks down the coast, I'll be there to present this training offered with the Commission Scolaire du Littoral and Emploi Québec. And it's free, don't forget.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Monica.